What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn 38!
No! You're a wizard, Harry.
In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
No, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language. Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm vengeance. Avengers! Assemble.
Andrew,
Yeah.
your angel of death awaits.
Well. If it isn't that son of a bitch. I forgot her name. Damn it.
Her name, spoilers already for this 30-year-old movie, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Its 30th
30
anniversary
old.
is... Yeah, I think its 30th anniversary is actually officially like Christmas Day because they released this in theaters for like a week. And I don't know if they released it
Really?
outside of the United States, but they did release it theatrically. And it's like it was the only animated Batman movie for like the longest time to get a theatrical release. But of course, we've gotten like the Lego Batman movie since then.
Huh. Wow. So we're actually early on an anniversary for once?
I know, it's crazy.
Wow. So we're talking about Alf today. What's your opinion on
Alf.
Alf the alien?
I did not see Alf the alien in this movie. Was he
Oh.
at the World of the
Oh.
Future at all? World of the Future
I think he
fair?
might have been.
You know what
I think he was in the
else?
background.
You know what? Did you notice the Batmobile?
Yeah, I saw that Bruce was staring at it and he's like, ooh. And his girlfriend is like, ah, Bruce. And he's like, ooh, sorry. I was just sidetracked.
Yeah,
So I guess that's where he got the idea for the Batmobile.
yeah, I don't know how familiar with like the Batman the Animated Series version of the Batmobile you are, but it's basically
Yeah,
the same design.
it's a long sucker.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. Like you can tell that it was inspired by the Batman '89 Batmobile, which hell yes, because that's still to this day the best Batmobile. Animated series is like
Hmm.
not far behind though for me personally.
I recently rewatched Suicide Squad and
the
the
the tw
Batmobile in Suicide Squad.
the 2016 one.
Oh, the bad one. The bad
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it the
The
same Batmobile that's in BVS or is it different?
it might be the same, but I don't remember the one from BVS. But
Oh,
anyways,
well, I
that's a
like
good
the one from
Batmobile too.
BVS.
Yeah, I like it.
It's one of the
It's a
good
good one.
things about the movie, which some people would say there are no bad things about that movie.
Dude, so that's like the second or third time I think I've rewatched it. And yeah, there was so much stuff that I just did not remember from that movie. And I don't know
I
if
feel
there's
like I
different
forget
cuts or
stuff
whatever.
from that movie immediately because I did watch the Ultimate Edition. Well, years ago, I tried to watch the Ultimate Edition. I fell asleep like 20 minutes in. I think it's when we did it for the show. Yeah, I fell asleep and I was like, okay,
Oh.
I'll watch the Ultimate Edition some other time. And I finally did watch it. And I don't know, it didn't really change that much of the movie for me personally. I'm like, yeah, Batman's still the best part, and I don't care about much else. I don't care that Batman kills people in that movie. That is not what bothers me. I just find it so weird that he brands motherfuckers. I'm like, why is Batman doing this? Why is he just branding them?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Suicide Squad Ultimate Edition, honestly.
Oh no, I don't think they've ever released the director's cut for that.
Oh, well, I could have swore that there was the version I watched on Netflix was different from the version I saw in theaters. I could have swore.
I don't
But
know,
maybe I
man.
just don't
Was
remember
it
that movie at
better?
all.
Was it better or worse? Are you sure you didn't watch The Suicide Squad directed by James Gunn?
No, because I would remember that because that one was actually good.
That one was
The
very
person
good.
the person I watched it with said that they didn't like that one, but they liked the 2016 one. And I was like, "Whoa, what a weirdo."
So have you heard about anything going on with Superman Legacy? Just I guess while we're on the topic of all these DC movies and James Gunn.
No, I have not.
Okay, so I feel like the person you know is Nicholas Holt. You know who Nicholas Holt is, right? Like Beast from the X-Men
Yeah.
movies. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. I don't know if it's officially confirmed, but it's basically confirmed at this point. If not, he's probably going to be Lex Luthor. If that's not already confirmed. So he either is or probably is going to be Lex Luthor. The
Wait, is
upcoming.
Nicholas Holt was he Cyclops?
He was a Beast.
Oh, he was Beast in the new movies. Okay. I
Yes.
could not remember. I
He's
could picture the
Renfield.
face. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh. So he's going to be Lex Luthor, possibly,
Yes.
maybe.
Probably.
You know
And
who they should get to play Superman?
David Cornswood is Superman. They've already casted him.
Roman Reigns. Oh,
Oh, I see. Because
that
no
way, no
no
one
one
could beat him.
yeah, no one punches better than him.
Yeah. And then he could face up against Black Adam and they could fight for the title at
Y-
WrestleMania.
Yeah, but when it comes to Mask of the Phantasm, though,
Oh, yeah.
I guess there's two like main things we can talk about with the movie. We can kind of split it up if you want to, so it's not as much all over the place. So there's like the romance between Bruce and Andrea that's there, and obviously him becoming Batman, the flashback scenes, and then there's all the mob stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I have something to say, though. Batman is not the world's greatest detective. Joker takes the cake in this movie.
yeah, I think honestly, Joker is so fucking good in this movie. I think this might be Mark Hamill's like best performance as the Joker ever.
Really?
He's so freaking good. And I like Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker more as a movie, but I think his performance in that is really good too. But I don't know, it's something about his performance in Phantasm just stands out. Like every line he delivers, he's like just chewing up scenery, and
Yeah.
it fits his character so well. Like when Sal goes to him for help later in the movie after. So I guess we'll start with the detective side of things. So the movie starts
Yeah.
off with Chucky Saul, his angel of death came for him. The Phantasm straight up murdered this guy. So they're like, well,
Well,
yeah, that
I didn't
gangster's
like
dead.
how you could clearly tell it wasn't Batman, and they're like
I know.
Batman, and I'm like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? That is not Batman. That does not look like a bat. Oh.
I mean, if it's dark enough and you're like far enough away, I get it. You'll just see like a shadowy hooded type figure and be like, oh yeah, that's Batman, Cape and Cowl. If you're close, if you're like within 50 feet, you're gonna see that that's not Batman. That dude's got a freaking hook for a hand, man. And
Yeah.
Batman's never talking about Angel of Death waiting. Where's this guy's Batmobile? You didn't see this phantasm just came from a cloud of smoke, man, and disappeared. He is not getting up in a Batmobile. Or she. We already spoiled this, but it's a 30-year-old movie, and
Sorry.
if you're listening to this, you've probably seen the movie already. But yeah,
Yeah.
Andrea is the Phantasm, so we'll just refer to the Phantasm as a she from here on.
But anyways, you were talking about Sal going to Joker.
Oh yeah, so Chucky Saul gets off. That's like the opening in the movie. It opens this detective case between the mob and Andrea and her father. And Buzz Bronski also. Dude, this scene is like just kind of creepy. Like I like the eerie feeling, the graveyard scene where Buzz just
Mm-hmm.
gets off by the Phantasm. I think it's really cool set piece. Yeah, but Sal is like, okay, well, I'm next. Chucky's gone, Buzz is gone. So he goes to the Joker, the other man that winds up being involved in this mob stuff. And I love the way that Batman finds out that this random guy in like all these photos and stuff that had these major ties to the mob is the Joker by just drawing a smile on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they did that in a couple episodes too, where they just find that the Joker was this random guy because they made his mouth a smile. It's great.
So, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, but
I love that Sal's like, look, it's Batman. Batman's often our guys. He's coming after me now. And Joker's like, oh, do you really think I've driven him off the deep end? He's like so excited. And he's like, yeah, that's
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
not
He's like,
Batman though.
oh, do you think I finally did it? And then he grabs him and he's like, you gotta take this serious because he's coming after you
He's
next.
like, get your hands off me. And then he calms down. I don't know where you've been. This
But
sudden
he's the
change of
king.
tone.
Yeah, no, he gets like real menacing.
Yeah, that's what I want to see, a nice big smile. And I feel like when they show his body, once the phantasm goes to it, and then Joker finds out that it's obviously not Batman. This is an entirely different figure in Gotham. But I feel like Sal's body is like one of the more graphic things you'll see in what's deemed as a kids movie.
Yeah, it's like all shriveled up and stuff
Yeah, it looks kind of
and like
yeah.
gross.
Yeah, they make Joker like so menacing in this movie, and I love it.
Yeah, he's I don't know. I feel like it kind of took away from the Phantasm though, because I was kind of hoping to see more of the Phantasm. They should do a live action version of this. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I think everything just ties together so well. Like, I feel the Joker, once he does come in, he does kind of overshadow the Phantasm just because he's so fucking great. And you
Yeah.
got Mark Hamill doing his thing, and Mark Hamill is considered like the greatest Joker ever by most people, at least the greatest Joker voice. He is the voice of that character. So it just elevates what is already an iconic character.
Yeah. I think this is just my stupid theory. Do you think a live action version of like Mask of the Phantasm would work in like a Robert Pattinson universe
I feel like it definitely could, honestly. Like,
if they get a good enough Joker? Well, they could change the story where it doesn't have to be Joker, I guess.
I was gonna say they already
That way
have
they
it.
don't have to.
Matt Reeves already has this Joker.
He does? Who is it?
Yeah, you saw the Batman. He's in the cell. That's Barry Keoghan. And and they wouldn't cast him just for a scene. And there's also a deleted scene with him.
Oh,
So
well, I
have you
forgot.
seen
It's been
him
a.
in much?
I don't think so. What's
You
he
should
in?
watch Killing of a Sacred Deer sometime. He's in that with Colin Farrell, and he's also in the Banshees of Inisherin with Colin Farrell and
You know what Colin Farrell is in that I have seen?
the Batman, which
Okay,
Barry
yeah.
Keoghan is also
And
in that you've seen.
what? Are you serious? Holy shit. So I have seen something with him in it then.
Holy shit! Yes, it's the
Oh.
Batman.
Oh, well, why didn't you just tell me he was in the Batman?
Yeah, you
Gosh, you
should
make things
rewatch
so
that
difficult
movie.
sometimes. It's a little long, but it's
It
good though,
is.
right?
It is good.
Yeah,
I
it's
like it.
good. Yeah, okay. I don't know what stopped me. I think the 2 hour and like it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes, right?
It's 3 hours. It's
Or
like
is it
2 hours. It's 2 hours 55 minutes.
is it 55? I thought it was something. I thought it was a little bit longer than 2:30. I think that always scares me every time I go to rewatch it, but I'm like, it's good. And then I'm like, no, I'm just go
Dude,
watch
me
something else.
too. But it's crazy. Like I'll just rewatch The Dark Knight, and that's 2 hours and 32 minutes. I
If
don't know.
it's
It's also
a
that's my
good
favorite
movie,
movie, so it's kind of unfair, I guess.
that's me with Jurassic Park. Like I'll sit down and rewatch Jurassic Park, which if you didn't know, we did an episode over Jurassic Park one time.
Yeah, we
All the
also did an
Jurassic Parks,
episode on
actually.
The Dark Knight if you want to go check that out.
We
Go check
did do an
both
episode.
those episodes out.
Yeah, but check out the second one
Yeah,
first because
Batman's
it's better.
having all these anniversaries this year, man. The Dark Knight 15th, the Mask of the Phantasm 30th. To be fair, Batman probably has anniversaries like every single year. He's got like 70 fucking movies.
Yeah, and we all know what the best one is. So
Batman and
it's
Robin, obviously.
Batman and Robin. And you said you think this movie has the best love story out of any Batman movie,
Yeah, it does.
unless we're talking about the Poison Ivy love story and Batman and Robin. Then it obviously comes second. But since that movie's so great, it's hard to compare.
Which love story?
So
The Poison Ivy Freeze love story? Like the Poison Ivy Robin love story?
does it matter? Does it matter at all?
Rubber lips. That's how you beat Poison Ivy.
Rubber lips. Yeah,
That's what I
rubber
learned from
lips.
Batman and Robin, and it's something I will never forget.
I just learned everybody
Also, I'm
should
pretty sure
just
Coolio is in Batman
chill.
and Robin, right? He's at like
Coolio?
one of the he's at like one of the thug hideouts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
R.I.P.
But
Coolio.
what was the other thing you wanted to talk about? The love story?
Yeah. Well, first, before we go to that, Arthur, which is the councilman, which had ties to the mob, he's the one that sold Andrea's father out to the mob. This guy's a
Yeah, fuck
prick.
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
got what was
caused Bruce
coming
Wayne
to him.
happiness. Yeah, I'm glad he
I'm
died.
glad the Joker gassed him.
I hope
Dude,
he
I
died.
love when Batman comes in to confront him about all that shit. Like, you sold her father out to the mob, and he's just like, "Oh
Yeah,
no!"
I needed to run for re-election.
I love that scene
Yeah.
so much.
I hated that character like from the get-go. Because he was just a douchebag to Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, he was a.
You remember how they introduced him?
Wasn't it
comes
at
up when
the?
Bruce
It was
is
at the banquet thing, wasn't it? The
Yeah, he
banquet ball.
walks up to Bruce. Yeah, and he scares off the three women that are just talking to him.
Oh my
He's like,
god,
you know,
I always forget what line the engagement line is from. I always forget if it's this, which it is, it's Mask of the Phantasm. But I always forget if it's Mask of the Phantasm or Sub-Zero, because they both have like banquet ball scenes. But it's this
oh
one.
really?
What about the I word? And Bruce is like, the I word? Engagement? And
Engagement.
they They all just, I love Bruce's reaction. He's just like, ugh, get
Yeah,
out of here.
I was making ramen last night when I started this movie, and I got to that scene where she's just like the I word, and I looked up from like from like dumping it in a bowl, and I was like, what in the world is she talking about? And I was like racking my brain for a second, thinking, what I word is she talking about? And then she says engagement, and I went, oh my god, I, like audibly did that. I was like, man, that's so fucking stupid. It's not stupid. It's just it's funny, but it
But
actually just made me go, ugh.
yeah, I know. I know. It's something I always remember because it warranted that reaction from me as well. It's kind of an eye roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, the love story between Bruce and Andrea. So
I liked
they
it
they meet at the cemetery, correct?
at the most romantic possible place.
And this is also like later on in present day where Andrea discovers that, well, they meet yet again, and she discovers that Bruce is Batman because Batman's there, not Bruce, and he's visiting the Wind Grave.
Standing. Yeah. Standing
They,
at the
they
Wayne
get a
grave.
they get a big grave, man. I know they were rich, but dang, man, how you got that much
Yeah,
room?
they went all out on that one. I think they
Ugh.
went a little bit too far out, if you ask me.
Yeah, I know when Andrea is just in the flashback, when Andrea is just talking to her mom, and Bruce is like, "Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Who are you talking to?" Talking to my mom, and he's like,
And
"Oh,
she's
oh,
like,
I didn't
that
say
was
anything."
Bruce Wayne, Mom. And then he walks away and he's like, what? I just heard my name. And
Yeah,
she's like, I was talking to my mother. He's like, oh. She's like, oh, you probably think I'm crazy. He's like, no, I talk to my parents too sometimes.
and he's like, "I made
And
a
then it's,
vow," and she's like, "What vow is
what
that?" And
is
he's
it?
like, "A secret
A
one."
secret
And
one.
then ties back
Ooh,
to
a
the
man of
present day moment
mystery.
when she figures out, and
Yeah.
they tie everything together so well because it's like just this like perfectly tied knot because it all ties back to Andrea. Like when he was in love with Andrea and he saw himself being happy with her. And he visits
Yeah.
his parents' grave and he's like, I didn't expect to
I,
be happy. It's odd. It's one of the
yeah.
most heartbreaking lines ever.
And then she meets him in the cemetery, and he's just like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna propose to this biatch." And then he proposes to her on the beach or whatever it was, the
Yeah.
rocks, the cliffs.
And then her daddy gets in trouble with the mob and they gotta run away and her dad eventually gets killed and that's why she became the Phantasm and as often all the members of the mob.
The ghost of Christmas future, as Joker referred to her.
Yes. Not nearly as cute as
Speaking,
Batman to get up.
no.
We should
Speaking,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of Ghost of Christmas Future, we did a we did an episode over the Muppets. The Christmas episode of the whatever the Muppet movie is, where they did the Christmas
The
story or
Muppet
whatever.
it's the Muppets A Christmas Carol, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. We did an episode over that.
Yeah, we did. It's a phenomenal movie, honestly. Really
It's
good.
probably, I'm gonna rewatch it, honestly. Hey, I rewatched The Grinch yesterday
Dude, The
as
Grinch
well.
is awesome. The Jim Carrey one?
Yeah, Jim Carrey one. And I watched Elf.
Elf is also really good.
Yeah.
But while we were on the topic of Batman himself, but before we just completely skip over it, we shouldn't because it's one of the best moments in the movie. I feel like I've said that multiple times, but this movie is so fucking good. The Batman reveal, like the costume reveal after Andrea
Yeah.
flees, so good. Like Alfred's
Yeah.
reaction, just the gashed. It's
And he
perfect.
takes a step back, and you just like, he turns around and it's all black, and you just see the white eyes, and it's like, oh god, it's so menacing,
Yeah,
which is
just like in
supposed to be.
silhouette, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Just the animation overall of this show and this movie. The movie, the animation in this movie, although it got a theatrical release, it was like already done before it got a theatrical release. I'm pretty sure they just gave it that because the movie was so good. The animation is essentially the same as what's in the show. So that being said, the animation overall just holds up so freaking well. Like seeing as this was 30 years later, you can it doesn't look like a lot of other animated shows from the 90s.
Yeah. You want to know something I found kind of weird? I wonder why like Batman could like beat the absolute fuck out of people, like in the Batman the animated series and stuff like that, but Spider-Man couldn't throw a punch.
I don't know.
I guess it was different studio. Well, no, they were both on Fox Kids, were they not?
Were they allowed to like pull guns and stuff in Spider-Man? Because they just did that in Batman the Animated Series.
I think there was one gun in Spider-Man the Animated
Huh.
Series or Spider-Man, whatever. I think there was one gun, and that was it.
Oh, that's
Everything
crazy.
else was like plasma rifles and stuff like that.
Plasma rifles. It's getting into the Batman Beyond type shit.
Yeah, it was like stupid shit like that. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, is
So
there did we
what
already
else?
mention that the world of the future was the Joker's hideout in present day? I don't remember if I went over that. But
Oh no, I think I completely missed that.
I thought that was very cool. Yeah, because
Oh,
when Sal's going to meet him, like the outside, you can see that it had essentially like the same shot in the flashback with the four statues, and they are still
oh,
there.
that makes
Yeah, just everything behind it's so like broken down because it's been years and it's abandoned.
so much more sense now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. I'm glad you said that because I did not notice that. I wasn't like looking hard. Otherwise, I probably you know what? I'll be honest. I'm stupid. I would have never caught that. Never in a million billion years.
Really, because well,
Huh.
the entire like climax in the movie takes place at like the fair part of it.
Yeah. No, that just completely. I just thought he just had some fucking cool underground bunker or whatever. I
Oh yeah, no,
no idea.
it's a world of the future, so it like
That
tied
makes
back to the
so much more
flashbacks.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like
What was the
everything is like so interconnected. I love shit like that. It's just genius. It's a genius script.
what was the gold locket? Was that Andrea's or whatever her name was?
Yeah, I think that was
It
it.
was
Yeah,
the
was
one he
that?
finds at the end.
Yeah, that was Andreas and the Batcave.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. I do like how she lived though. So they like left it open ended where they could bring her back, which sadly I guess they never did they?
I don't. Well, not in the show. No. Well, she is, if you recall. Do you remember the Justice League Unlimited episode epilogue? She is there.
Um
The Phantasm's there for like a brief moment when Amanda Waller is describing what the Batman Beyond project was, where she's like, "Yeah, we injected Bruce Wayne's DNA into Terry's dad, and so Terry is Bruce's son, and all that." Yeah, so she's like, the DNA wasn't enough. We had to like make the origin. So she hired Phantasm to kill his fucking parents, and she didn't do it. She backed out. She was like, "No, I'm not gonna kill this kid's parents." But then his dad died anyway.
well
His dad.
yeah.
You've seen some Batman Beyond, right?
Yeah, yeah, I had the first episode on VHS.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. That's where it happened.
Yeah, on VHS. Only place you could find it.
Yeah, still, it's not on Max at all. Every episode except for the first two are
Nope.
there.
You know,
Imagine the first two are like the
this
best two episodes.
yeah, I know. I think it was actually the first two episodes. No joke.
That would make
It
sense
was
because it was a two-parter.
yeah. Yeah. I've noticed like this is completely off topic, but in terms of streaming services, man, it goes like for me, I use Peacock and then Max and then Disney Plus, I think the most out
I
of streaming
use
services.
I probably use Peacock and Max the most. I use Paramount a decent amount, honestly.
I forget I have your Paramount login. I mean, I forget that I have my own Paramount login. Don't do what Netflix did, Paramount. I pay for Paramount all on my own. Don't do what fucking Netflix did.
Fuck you, or fuck you, Netflix.
Fuck you, Paramount.
No, Paramount's cool.
I need to get on Paramount honestly and look for stuff to watch because like I started watching Alf. This is so fucking off topic, but whatever, it fits.
Good.
I started watching Alf on Peacock just because like I didn't really have anything else to watch, and I just rewatched Parks and Rec, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a little while before I rewatch The Office. I didn't really want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Bro,
because I've seen
I want to rewatch Malcolm in the Middle so bad, but it's on like fucking Hulu, and I'm never gonna have Hulu.
uh
I'll just buy the fucking Blu-ray set, bro.
is it really not on?
It's not anything but Hulu, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
could have swore it was
I
on.
love that show though.
I really could have swore it was on Peacock at one point.
I know it was on Prime like a few years ago. That's the last place I saw it other than Hulu.
Huh.
But you know what is
But
on
yeah,
Peacock? The first four seasons of the OG Yu-Gi-Oh!
you know what else is on Peacock?
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Probably. But the first 4 seasons of Alf.
Oh, yeah, Alf, everyone's favorite
There's only.
sitcom.
Did you really never watch any of Alf?
No, I've watched. I saw some of Alf because it played on this channel we would get every now and then for free. It's the Hub. You know what this channel is. We talked about it before, but
Yeah.
yeah, they showed Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series, which I watched, but they also showed reruns of Batman 66, which I would also watch, and like always after those, Alf would start playing. So I saw
Dude,
bits of Alf.
I fucking if you ever get bored, just fucking watch a random episode because they're all like goofy. But you ever get bored, you just fucking watch a random episode. It's a good like 80s sitcom. So fucking goofy. The Middle, by the way, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. Well, I
It's
mean, I've
yeah,
heard of
that's
it,
what
but
yeah.
yeah, but
But
what is there anything other than the GCPD chase with Batman? This will lead into the finale, but is there anything like before the finale that we haven't covered? I think we mostly
um
hit on everything.
the GCPD chase, what I did not understand is how many times does Batman help them and they're just like, yeah, make sure to shoot to kill. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you guys trying to kill this motherfucker, but y'all don't try to like kill the Joker or something like that?
I don't
What
know.
the hell is wrong with
I
you
do,
guys?
I do like that Gordon wasn't a part of it. Like it was
Yeah.
Harvey Bullock was leading the charge, which I always liked that about Batman the animated series. Like Gordon is never like the guy going up against Batman. It's like if the police is against him, it's usually Bullock or maybe another cop. Like
Yeah.
Gordon's always like, yeah, Batman didn't do anything wrong. Like chill guys. Except for the
Yeah.
episode Over the Edge where he's going insane because Barbara died, and yeah, there's a whole twist to that. It's a great episode.
I bet you Barbara didn't die. I bet
Oh.
that's the twist.
Right. She didn't. It was a Scarecrow's fear toxin. It's still an awesome episode though.
I mean, yeah, they kind of ruined that twist with Batman the Animated Series.
Ruined what twist? The
That Barbara didn't die.
oh
Yeah, they should
well,
have known that people were gonna like try to watch that show 30 years later and just be like, ugh, I
I mean
already
it.
know
Mhm.
she's not dead.
It's one of the later episodes of the show, so I mean, I think it's at like like air date order. It is the last episode, so who
Well,
knows?
I've already
Maybe
seen
people would
Batman
believe
Return
that
of
she
the
died.
Joker. I've
Oh
seen
yeah.
Batman Return of the Joker, so
Yeah, you know
Batman
she
Beyond.
lived. Yeah, you know
I
she
know
lived.
she
She's
lived.
the commissioner in the future.
She is the commissioner. She is Commissioner Gordon. Gordon Warden Smorden Blorden.
And so
That's her married name.
I like that also before the final confrontation actually happens, Joker is like having these little interactions with Batman and the Phantasm like over the phone, and he's like getting them reversed. Like he thinks Batman's where the Phantasm is, and he thinks the Phantasm's where Batman is, so he's just calling Batman Toots casually.
Yeah.
Batman's like, "Yo, what the hell? I'm not supposed to be here." But
I don't
yeah,
know. You don't want to know one thing I did find a little weird
what?
when this is just Kevin. It's nothing against Kevin Conroy, but he has a better menacing than like soft voice. So like in the like where he's just like trying to confess his love to Andrea and stuff like that. His like soft voice where he's just like, well, I'm no good at this, so you get the gist. I'm like, God, you sound so weird talking like softly to somebody. I'm used to him just being like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah,
Well, he doesn't say
like
that, but yeah,
gravelly, gruff and
I'm
gravelly.
used to, yeah, I'm used to him either being a dick or
Huh.
like being a smartass or something like that. I don't
Yeah,
see that
being the
soft
smartest
side
guy
of
in the
him.
room.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that soft side. The only time I've ever seen that is when he held the hand of the little girl in the end of Justice League Unlimited. You know what?
Speaking of epilogue, same
Yeah, okay.
episode.
So I have
Yep.
seen that episode. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I just did not remember Phantasm was in it.
Yeah, Phantasm is only for like on screen for like 15, 20 seconds. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why I didn't remember.
yeah,
But yeah, that's like the only time I think I've seen him like be really soft. Like soft speaking, anyways. But yeah. Anyways, sorry. That's my little tangent. That makes it the worst movie ever, by the way. Just because I didn't like that one particular thing.
how he spoke. You didn't like how he spoke.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Andrea is saves Batman from the GCPD. We should probably notate that. Then, like, they kind of catch up, and then, yeah, Andrea's like, well, it's time to finish business. I'm going to take out the Joker. And the Joker's ready.
He is ready. God, I don't know. I like how he figured out. I just like how he figured out who it was. You know, he just knew immediately.
Well,
Well,
he knew it couldn't be
because
her
he figured
dad
it out.
because he killed her
Yeah,
dad. He's the one
yeah,
that
yeah,
did it.
yeah,
He knows he's
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Joker kills a lot of people in this movie.
Dude, he's a fucked up motherfucker. Why do people like this guy?
Because he's fucked up. He's awesome.
You like fucked up people?
I fictional clowns, yes. I like Sweet Tooth.
Do
Didn't you like
you
Sweet Tooth?
like? I do like Sweet Tooth.
There you go. Don't you like the
Do you
Joker?
like? Do you like Terrifier?
No.
I like Pennywise.
I like Pennywise too. Pennywise is a silly guy, and all you gotta do is bully him and beat him up with baseball bats. If he gets
Yeah,
out of line, then
he's
he'll
just
go
like,
away for
we'll all
27
float.
years.
We'll all float down here. And then you're just like, your face is fat. Can you stop eating? And he'll be like, well, that's my 13th reason. And then he'll fall in a hole for 27 years, like you said.
What did you think of the Godzilla-esque fight between Batman and Joker just on the like
Oh, yeah,
miniature
stomping through
studio?
the. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I like that.
Yeah, and it showed the WB logo there too, like they were like on a lot.
Yeah.
I love it.
I liked this is just a random line of dialogue, but he tells Andrea that nothing is solved through vengeance or something like that, and she's just like, well, you're one to talk.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's what I
Oh,
was gonna say
sorry, I beat you
earlier.
to it.
No, I forgot. So I'm glad he brought this up. But Andrea is like throwing shade at Bruce because there's that moment, and earlier on, Batman is at Andrea's place, and like he's about to leave, and he's like, and this is before he figures out that her dad is dead. He's like, "You still taking orders from your father?" And her response is just,
Are
the way.
you?
No, the way I see it, the only person in this room controlled by their parents is you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, shit,
Yeah.
Andrea.
She gets him 2 times in this movie.
She shut that shit down.
Yeah.
It's like,
I like how it was like a competent person. Cause it always feels like no matter what, Bruce is always like, nobody like chops him down to size, you know? You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it felt like she could
Oh, yeah.
always. And she did twice. But it didn't make him look like, a punk little bitch or anything like that. It's just one of them moments where me and you probably both went, oh shit, she fucking got him. She got him.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. And then, so this fight, this like three-way fight, it's really a 2-on-1. Joker is just fighting Batman and Phantasm basically, and Batman is trying to keep Phantasm from fucking murdering the Joker.
Well, so it is technically one, but Batman is fighting Joker and just keeping Phantasm from trying to kill him.
It's chaos. It's
Yeah, it's
chaos,
pure
and
chaos.
Joker's just like, yep, 14 miles of tunnels is underneath this, and it's rigged to blow. And Batman's like, shit, Andrea, get out of here right now.
And
And
she like disappears in the smoke.
yeah, she disappears for a minute, and then Joker's trying to get out of there, and Batman grabs
He's like,
onto
"You'll
him.
kill us
And then,
both, you fucking idiot!" He's like
"I-
actually
I'm your
freaking
only
out.
chance to get out of here.
This ends tonight.
It's like, oh yeah, Batman's what was his response? Whatever it takes.
This ends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the in game.
yeah.
That's where
And Joker.
that's where the Russos got that from. They just
Yeah,
watched Mask of the Phantasm. They're like, yeah, that's gonna be
yeah.
the tagline for Avengers Endgame.
My cats have a review of this movie. If you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, is it great?
Eugene stayed in my lap for about 40 minutes and halfway watched it with me on my phone. And typically she runs away after about 5 minutes because I guess overstimulation. So
Gosh,
she
very
probably thinks
good.
it's the best movie ever. Yeah. Garbage slept through the entire movie. So to be determined on what he thinks.
Wow, what the heck, garbage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's
Eugene's
kind of a
one
piece
cool
of
cat
shit.
though.
Yep. She kept her eyes open and everything. She kind of like I kind of moved my phone so she could kind of see it. She really liked the smoke. Also, how did she just disappear in the smoke like that? Like, is that explained and I just missed it or what?
I don't know. She does that like all throughout the film though.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just like, how the fuck did she do that?
No, I think that's like the one thing that is is not explainable in this movie. There is
Okay,
a
fair enough.
so Joker and Phantasm are washed away, and there is like some kind of like tie-in comic that explains what happened to the two of them. So like they obviously didn't die. You see Andrea at the end of the movie, and
Yeah, yeah.
obviously Joker shows up again in the show. But yeah, it's explained. So I don't know. I think that's kind of cool that the movie got some tie-in comics and stuff.
Didn't the whole series get a tie-in comic?
Yeah, it's the series has some like comic runs because
Yeah.
Mad Love was a comic before it was an episode of the show, but I think it was like a comic in the animated series. So like
You
still in
know,
the same
I
continuity.
yeah. I'd like to like get like a giant, not like single individual comics, but like you know how they have like books of like the Dark Knight Returns and stuff like that, you know? Like
Yeah.
big old thick books and they have the entire story of like Civil War and Civil War II and all that. I'd like to get a couple of those and like read them because some of these stories like I'll watch like YouTube videos of those guys doing like the readings or whatnot and they kind of explain the stories and the videos are like 2.5 hours long. I don't care to listen. That's no issue. But like to read it myself would be kind of cool. And to have those books to like display. You know, I could put it, oh my gosh, you know what I could do? So, you know what I'm talking about here. But underneath my TV, I have like one decoration and it's the Planet of the Apes Blu-ray box set.
Yeah.
I could get one of those comics, them giant books, and display it next to it.
There
I
you
would have two
go.
decorations.
Got another display piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Gotta
my
get a
gosh.
cool ass comic for that though.
Yeah, I know. I need to go to Books a Million and look at what they got in stock there.
Yeah,
They
I'm
used
sure
to have a bunch
there's
of them at Hastings,
I'm
but
sure
I
it's
don't
not
think
that
that's a
hard to
thing
find
anymore.
a pretty cool like Batman, Justice League, Spider-Man, Avengers, whatever it may be comic. So
Ooh, Spider-Man one would be pretty good.
yeah,
I'm
Spider-Man
thinking
one.
Return the Dark Knight Returns.
That would be sick. Or like the Long
That would.
Halloween.
Ooh, the Long Halloween would be a good one too.
Like
Ooh,
killing
maybe they have a
killing
big one for
killing joke is
Hush,
just like super short.
and hopefully the surprise ending of Hush is that he's the Riddler.
Man, fuck that movie. I don't even care. I just hate how they treat the Riddler. Just hate how they treat the Riddler. I don't care that if they did it better, I wouldn't care. Like I didn't care that the Hush was Riddler, or the Riddler was Hush, whatever it may be. But okay, back to the end of the Mask of the Phantasm, though.
Yeah,
That
sorry.
yeah, he finds the locket in the Batcave, and Alfred like gives a really good line that I love in this scene. What does he say? He says, "You've
Oh,
what
she
the
went down
abyss
that.
line."
Yeah, yeah. She fell in that abyss like a long time ago or something like that. And every single night, I'm afraid that you're going to fall into it, but you've somehow never done it or something of the sort. Can't
Yeah,
remember
he's like
exactly what he said.
you walk that line every night, but you've never fallen in, and I think heavens for that or something like that. It's just a really good like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good Alfred Batman moments.
Yeah. Batman storms off and he's like, you think you know me or something like that? And he's just like, well, I powdered, what did he say? Powdered your butt or something like that.
It's like I've heard of your bottom, I bloody well oughta.
Yeah.
He's like, you really think
Okay.
you know me that well?
He,
He's like, yeah.
He says, vengeance blackens the soul. Bruce, I've always feared that you would become that which you fought against. You walk the edge of the abyss every night, but you haven't fallen in, and I thank heaven for that.
Yes, it's a incredible line. This movie's got a lot of them, but it's so good. Great performances, great dialogue, great story. Everything is like so interconnected. It's
I
brilliant.
th- I think this is the first time I've ever seen this movie. If I did see it, it was if I did see this movie ever before, it was when I was really young. So this is the first time I ever watched it, and this is one of them that it's got the Halloween feel to it. You know, it was released on or not Halloween, Christmas feel to it. This may be one of them things that I just have to rewatch every Christmas.
Yeah, don't remember what it was exactly, but I feel like they reference something that is Christmassy. Or Joker
Well,
does at least.
Joker says, is it the person who looks like the ghost of Christmas
Oh,
future or
yeah, that's
something?
it. That's it.
Yeah.
So the Phantasm looks like the ghost of Christmas future.
Wow. Did you know that Kevin Conroy voiced Batman in this movie?
I did. Did you know that Mark Hamill voiced the Joker in this movie?
Did you know that Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. voiced Alfred Pennyworth?
No, but I'm assuming that's the same guy from the animated series.
It is the same guy from the animated series.
Did you know that what is her name? I know who voices Andrea. Because she voices Lois in Superman the animated series. It's
Starts with a
something.
D.
Oh, it starts with a D.
Yep.
Yeah, what is it?
Dana Delaney.
Dana Delaney. I remember. I thought her last name was Delaney, but I didn't think her first name also started with a D. Dana Delaney. Yeah, she's Lois in Superman the animated series, and she's a great Lois.
So, this movie had a budget of $6 million. You want to know what it made at the box office?
Didn't it only make like 1.4 million or something like that?
5.6 is what
Oh,
Wikipedia says
okay.
here.
It made more than I thought.
Yeah. So that's probably why there wasn't another animated Batman release for theatrical
Yeah.
film,
I
anyways, for
mean,
a
it's
long
their
time.
own fault because they literally rushed it. They rushed the like theatrical release of it and didn't promote
But
it at all.
it did become a financial success because of the home media releases.
Yes.
And then the next Batman animated movie that was released was The Killing
Sub-Zero?
Joke.
Oh, in theaters? Yeah.
That had a theatrical release, my bad. Until the Lego Batman movie.
Yes. And the Lego Batman movie is the only one that actually had a full release.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, this is probably one of the best Batman movies I've ever seen.
Yes, it
Like
is. I
actually.
agree. I'm glad you feel that way.
And I will compare it to the only other Batman animated series movie, not including Return of the Joker, that I've seen. This was worse than Mystery of a Batwoman. Bam!
You are a bloody liar.
Yeah, you're right, I am. It was better. But I think the other one was still enjoyable. But this one was way better.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this one's phenomenal. Like I don't know, Mystery of the Bat one just can't compete with it. It's Mystery of the Bat one's still fun though.
Yep. Well, what do you have to? Do you think it's the best Batman movie ever or the worst Batman movie ever?
Out of those two options, definitely the best Batman movie ever.
How many phantasms would you give this movie?
Out of what? Out of how many phantasms?
Out of Jokers.
So how many phantasms out of Jokers would I give this movie?
Yeah. You try to decipher that.
I'm gonna give this 5 phantasms out of 4 Jokers.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty high praise. I'm just going to do a solid 1-to-1 ratio there because there's one good Joker and one good Phantasm. So, whatever.
I think
We
Joker
do.
had at least 4 good moments in this movie. So
Well, I meant there's only like one. I don't know. Fucking
yes,
who
but
cares?
I was
This is so arbitrary. We do
uh,
another thing every week, and that thing is we predict NFL games.
we do.
Yeah, last week was week 13,
Oh,
and
it was. Oh my, we're getting close to the end.
we are getting close to the end. And yeah, let's just say I did not do too hot this week. I made some very
Yeah,
bold
you did all right.
predictions.
You didn't do terrible.
I went 7-6. You went 10-3.
Yeah.
I want to kind of go through some of these games, if you don't mind, on the ones we got different here. Seahawks Cowboys. The Seahawks had every opportunity to win that game. The Cowboys are frauds. Cowboys aren't real. Don't believe in the Cowboys.
I never did believe in the Cowboys.
Yeah. The Chargers Patriots game. I'm just an
Oh.
idiot. Why did I pick the Patriots? I don't
Let's
know.
not talk about it.
Moving on. Falcons Jets. I don't know why I believe this team is just going to do good all of a sudden. I don't know why. I just think the Jets are going to come out all cylinders and just be amazing. Don't know why I do with the things that I do.
13-8,
Browns.
just like that final score just makes too much sense for that game, and it makes me sad that it makes sense.
Yeah. 49er. No, wait, that's not one I picked different. 49ers Eagles. Eagles got exposed. I feel like we both picked the 49ers, but I feel like the Eagles got exposed this game.
What was the final of
And
that? What, 42 to 19? Is that right?
yes, something like that. They put up 19. I know that. I know the 49ers put up. Debo Samuel had like 75 touchdowns.
Dang. Okay. So probably more than 42 then.
Yeah. Chiefs Packers. You want to give an explanation on why you picked against the Packers?
Because I thought the Chiefs were good.
The Packers
Okay.
are just better, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just didn't, I don't know. Maybe the Packers are good.
Maybe they are. But like I said, I went 7-6. You went 10-3. Then we have a I have a way too early. I do this every week because you lost your way too early predictions for week 13. I went 6-7. Did not do very good that week. I have an overall record of my way too early predictions at 124-69. So I'm still ahead of you, but barely in my way too
Barely
early.
2 games.
So if we go to just the me versus you, our head-to-head predictions, I am 103 for 90. You are 122 for 71.
Hell yeah.
Whew. We're drawing to an end, and I am running out of time to catch up. Actually, I think I'm out of time at this point. I think week 10, if I didn't turn it around by week 10, I wasn't going to win. But kicking off week 14, we have what we talked about, game of the year contention, barn burner, a slobber knocker. We have the New England Patriots traveling into Pittsburgh to take on the Kenny Picketless Steelers.
Ugh. Oh man, I hate
Keep in
that.
mind, I don't know if Bailey Zapp is going to start for the Patriots, but I do know Trace McSorley will be starting for the Steelers.
Well, look,
You know Trace
I
McSorley throws it on a dime.
I don't want the Patriots to win another game this season, so I'm going with the Steelers.
I am too. Let's go Steelers.
I'm a true fan. I want my team to tank.
You're amazing. I'm a true fan. I want my team to tank. I don't think Drew
They'll
Brees
be
have ever been
better in
spoken.
the future. It
That's
improves
if you
their
that's if you
likelihood of
use your draft pick correctly
yeah, they better.
and don't draft fucking Cole Stranges in the first round when he's like projected as a fourth round pick.
Look, I am going to go to Robert Kraft's doorstep, and I don't know if he does that. I'm gonna go to his doorstep and just beg
It's
him to.
Belichick.
Okay, whatever. I'll go to Belichick's fucking doorstep and be like, "Yo, why are you doing Subway commercials now and not drafting good picks?"
Good picks. Damn, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Thanks a lot. Look what you made me do. It was something about the Patriots.
That they suck.
Oh no, here we go. Oh, so I had this idea today at work, okay? Let's use you for example. The New England Patriots should fire Bill Belichick and hire you as the head coach. And let me explain to you why. They could pay you like $300,000 to be the head coach with no experience. And you could do as good of a job, if not worse, than what they're already doing now.
That's true. I could do worse.
And maybe they rally behind you and you can take them to a Super Bowl. And they're paying you less money
Well,
because you don't have the
I'd
experience.
say I can do worse, but I mean, well, I mean they did score 0 points, but they didn't have a turnover, did they? There was one turnover that game, and I'm pretty sure it was the Chargers. No, it was.
Well, you can't control if somebody fumbles the ball or throws a pick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I could do the same. I could score 0 points.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they need a guy to get on the number one overall draft pick, I'm sure you'd be willing to take that fall for him.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always willing.
Moving on, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Who
Oh
you got?
man, dude. Why is this game so hard?
I have no idea. I really don't know who to pick here.
I don't either. I don't even know the last time the Bucks won a game. I'm gonna go with
Oh, we
the
just went.
Falcons.
Yeah, me too. I need the
Uh,
Bucks to do bad.
I just feel like
Um,
whoever wins this game, like, has a good chance of winning the division. Maybe the Saints. I
it's
don't know if the Saints are gonna do anything.
the Saints play
They play the Panthers, so
Panthers. Okay, they hopefully should win.
yeah.
From Atlanta though, we're going to find the Indianapolis Colts traveling into Cincinnati. Both of these teams coming off big wins.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts. I think the Bengals just won because Trevor Lawrence went down.
Yeah, me too. From Cincinnati, we're going to go to the team that lost, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Cleveland Browns. Trevor Lawrence will probably be out this game with a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, I'm going with the Browns if Lawrence does not play. And honestly, nah, yeah, I'm just going with the Browns.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars. I just wrote my initials for the
I
Browns
just
and
feel
yours
like
for the
I don't
Jaguars.
know. I feel like the Browns kind of need to win this. Like they don't need to win this, but like if they lose this, I just don't see them making the playoffs at all. Because I know they still
We're
play the
going into Jet
Texans.
Life. Yeah, speaking of Texans, they're next.
Oh,
Texans
heard.
versus Jets.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, I am not picking the Jets on that one.
CJ Stroud
Uh,
might. Dude, I don't even know who's going to win the AFC South anymore.
Tank Dell is now out for the year. DJ
Wasn't it?
Stroud's receiver, top
Oh,
receiver. Yeah. So that does suck for him. But I think he can
still.
still find a way to win. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a three-way race, which is weird to say about the AFC South.
Yeah. It's the other South that's doing terrible.
Oh yeah, they're bad.
Yeah. Real bad.
Yeah, still. They were bad last season too.
Yeah. Rams versus Ravens.
Going with the Ravens.
Me too.
I feel like
Lions
this
versus
one
Bears.
Lions.
Lions. Yeah, okay, me too. Anyways, what were you saying about the other game?
I feel like Ravens Rams might be like kind of close.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like it might be one of those unexpected close games.
Hmm.
Especially with the Ravens coming off a bye, I don't know. A lot of teams play slow when they're coming off buys.
You might be onto something. You got anything to say about Lions Bears?
No, I just think the Lions are gonna win. Hopefully by a lot.
I hope the Bears win, kind of, but I'm gonna pick the Lions.
Oh, because you want Green Bay to win the division, you sneaky bastard.
Yeah, I'm a sneaky bastard, aren't I? There's still a chance that Green Bay could win the division.
Yeah, the Lions gotta lose a couple games, but it's possible.
Yeah. Panthers Saints.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, me too.
I'd love for the Panthers to win though.
Vikings Raiders.
Going with the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going with the Raiders because I really need them to win. Also, I'm sticking true to my word that I've broken countless times.
Never picking the Vikings again.
Yeah, never picking the Vikings again. Seahawks 49ers. All right,
Go-
don't even answer. It's okay. We'll just move on. Bills Chiefs. Ooh, this will be an interesting game.
So man, dude, these are both teams that I feel should probably be better than they are right now, or expected to be better, is what I should say. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I feel like they're in a more need to win situation right now.
I am gonna kind of cheat. We don't usually do this. We just kind of make it up off of what we do know. But I am gonna go look at the injury report before I make my pick, and I'm not gonna tell you what I find
Why not?
because fuck you.
Wow. Okay. Not very
No,
sportsmanlike.
I'm not just kidding. So it does not look like okay. So Drew Tranquil, it looks like he's questionable. For the Chiefs Bills game, which he's kind of a big part of that Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Okay.
You're going with the Bills.
I am sticking with my guns and going with the Bills.
Okay, you realize the Bills have won out of their last 5, right?
Like I said, they're in a like need to win situation right now.
But guess what? The
I think
Chiefs have also won 2 out of their last 5.
oh really? They've lost 3 out of the last 5.
Yeah.
I didn't real yeah, they started 7-1, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They lost to
crazy.
Denver, beat Miami, lost to Philly, beat Vegas.
This is kind
lost to
of a
Green
pretty
Bay.
even matchup, isn't it? Because
It really is.
the Bills played the Eagles close too.
The only thing is Josh Allen loves to throw picks.
That's true, but I don't know. Will he throw picks in this game? You
I
never
mean, there's a
know. You never know
chance.
when Josh Allen is gonna just come out and be like,
You
"Yo,
never know when
I'm gonna
Josh Allen
drop
what Josh
48
Allen.
points on the Dolphins."
Yeah.
That you just dropped 70 points on Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of Denver, we got the Broncos versus the Chargers.
man, dude. I'm gonna go with the Broncos, honestly.
Me too.
Man, that feels wrong, but
I hate this. I hate this because I don't like either of these teams. Can you guess? Well, you probably already know what it is.
oh, Eagles,
The
Cowboys.
last game. Eagles Cowboys. Don't like the Eagles because they're frauds, but I hate the Cowboys more because
I'm-
they're the bigger frauds.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I can't wait for them Philadelphia Eagles to march their, my bad, let me back up, to flap their stupid asses into Arlington and destroy, dismantle, and decimate the Dallas Cowboys. Am I a Cowboys hater? No, I don't care about the Dallas Cowboys teams. I hate the Dallas Cowboy fan base. So I pick Eagles by 100.
And by 100.
By 100. 100
Okay.
million billion.
We'll see how close
Also,
that
I keep seeing all these fucking Cowboys fans being like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts his ass. Jalen Hurts is an ass." Shut up. Dak is nowhere near at the level that Jalen Hurts is at. All of Dak's stats, I keep seeing people say that Dak needs to be in the MVP race. Look at Dak. Just
I think
if
you
you're
can
listening to this,
probably actually classify Jalen as an elite QB at this point. I don't think Dak's ever fallen under that category.
in 2014, I feel like he did. You know, his rookie year.
It's only one season
But
though. That's not like I don't know. I
I
don't feel like
know
that's
that's
enough
like
to.
the only year you could have.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
agree.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You can Google Dak Prescott's stats for garbage time, and almost half of his stats come in garbage time. In games where the Cowboys are winning by a blowout because they're playing a bad team, and he plays all the way through the fourth quarter, and he's still throwing the fucking ball. Or games where he has like 550 yards or something stupid like that, and they lost by like 29 points. It's like, well, why? Why is he still out there? What is the point other than to pad his stats? Anyways, moving on. Packers Giants. Who you got?
I'm going with the pack.
Yes, sir. Finally smart. And the final game, the Monday game that nobody should be watching. Everybody will be watching Packers Giants to see how Jordan Love does. Titans Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, are the Titans negative?
Yeah, they're 4-8.
Okay, 4-8. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, I'll go with the Dolphins too
I'm pretty sure.
because they're 4-8.
I'm pretty sure they're the second to last AFC team after the Patriots.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Do you got your Super Bowl prediction?
Oh, I might be lame and just keep it the same. 49ers, definitely sticking with them. The Ravens were on a bye, so they didn't do anything to like make me want to change that. So yeah, 49ers, Ravens, sticking with it.
I'm doing Packers Chiefs
Okay, rematch of Super Bowl one.
rematch of this season too, and
Rematch of
let's hope it'll
Sunday.
be the same outcome.
So the games we had
Uh,
different are Jags versus Browns, Vikings versus Raiders, and Bills versus Chiefs, correct?
yes, only 3.
Okay, perfect.
You want to do? Oh, let's. We haven't really been keeping up with this. Our score predictions.
Yeah, what
Do you
games are
remember
we gonna
even?
do?
I don't know. Do you remember what we even did last week?
I know I predicted that the Patriots would score 17 points, and that didn't fucking. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
you
I
predicted
predicted
that
they'd
they.
score 31. What an idiot.
We're
Oh, and then
both idiots.
the other one was the Seahawks Cowboys game. I said 24-21, you said 24-20.
Yeah, and it was
Well,
41 to 35.
35. Yeah.
Yeah,
We were a bit off.
no, just a little bit. Wasn't as bad as the
Uh
Patriots.
you want to predict how many turnovers Josh Allen will have?
I'm gonna say 2.
Wait, let me write this down. Turnovers, Bills, 2. I'm gonna say 3. We'll just do turnovers in general.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I'm just gonna say 3 because I think the Chiefs pressure will get at Josh Allen. He'll get a little shaky and he might try to scramble and somebody will knock the ball out. But I do think he'll throw 2 picks because he loves throwing picks. And then a score prediction: who's the best team in the league? The Eagles.
Uh, record wise, yes.
Okay, we could either do. Let's do a score prediction for a game we picked different. We got Vikings, Raiders, Bills, Chiefs, but we did the Bills, Chiefs for turnovers. Jags, Browns is boring. Vikings, Raiders is boring. You know what? Let's just do score prediction for Bills, Chiefs too, because all the other ones are boring.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 27-24.
27-24. I'm going to say 31-15.
No, damn.
Yeah, a little bit on. I'm predicting a missed PAT that they try to make up later.
Or something. Multiple ways to
Yeah,
get to that score.
yeah, well, yeah, I don't want to stick to my missed PAT because that probably won't fucking happen. But yeah, I think that's it. That's it for this week, isn't it?
I think so. And I don't know what we'll be back next time doing. But hey, in the meantime, you can find the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you're not watching it on YouTube, you can find it there at the red arrow. And you can find a bunch of other random videos there as well.
Make sure to leave a like. Leave a
Yeah.
comment. What's your favorite sitcom? Leave sitcom recommendations. If it's anything that I've ever seen before, you'll get blocked. So you better watch out and you better not cry because Santa Claus probably isn't coming to your house because he blocked you.
And did he block me?
I don't know. Did you recommend a sitcom to me that I've already seen?
Don't recall recommending any sitcoms to you.
It looks like you're not blocked then yet.
There we go.
All right. I guess that's it then, isn't it?
That's it for this week.
Oh, well, join us next week. Bye.